Hey y'all, it's Lippy. Hope your Monday's going good. It's hot here. I'm just telling you now, my mower got fixed and I was gonna mow because we're supposed to get some rain. So they say tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But our higher chance, I believe, is Wednesday. So I said, I'm gonna mow. Y'all, I got out there too late because Mondays is a pretty household take care of kind of day. You know, that's from the last week to the weekend. So y'all know how it is. Stripping beds, mopping floors, polishing laundry. That Monday stuff is what I call it. So I said, well, I'll just mow early in the morning because the little showers won't be till tomorrow afternoon. So we're in the house together. And we're going to make some Boudin balls. This was requested on our Friday Night Live when we had the 5,000 celebration. So I want to thank y'all because without you guys, Buddy and I would not have been able to make that 5,000 subscriber count. And it's because of y'all. So I'm thanking you again. So this is going to go easy. I promise you. I just gotta stop this. That's hard to do, you know? So I'm gonna drop the camera, but the first thing is, I know a lot of you are gonna say, what is Boudin? Boudin is, it's a mixture that has a casing, like your Brock sausage, your Italian sausage, that has that thin casing, okay? To make the Boudin balls, you're going to have to remove that casing. But Boudin is nothing more than onions, bell pepper, ground liver, rice, seasoning, and some pork. And it's all combined and mixed, and it's put into a casing, and it's called Boudin. Okay? It's sausage, basically, but it has rice in it. So that's where we're at, okay? This was just 2 links, like your Italian sausage, your Brocks, and all of that would come in. I took a paring knife, took the casing off, crumbled my Boudin. But you see, I won't be able to pack this if I did it like this. But you have to add some moisture. So I'm going to drop the camera. It is going to be a 2-step process, guys. Start this in the morning, takes 2 minutes. Do your second step, another 2 minutes. And then that evening you fry it up. Or what I do is, I do the first step, second step, and I freeze them. So when I want Boudin balls, I just reach in the freezer, pull out the amount that I want, fry them up, make some remoulade sauce. Now that's sauce est bon. So let's get to making some Boudin balls. Oh, y'all can see good right there. Let me set that knife over there. I'm going to use some Creole mustard, okay? I just want to get this wet. That's all I want to do. And I'm going to attempt at measuring. There's a tablespoon. There's another tablespoon, okay? Because this was 2 sausage links. Now, I'm just going to combine. This is what I choose to use as my binder. Okay? Get that flavor in there. You can see it's starting to want to stick together just that little bit. But now, if you don't have Creole mustard, you could do Dijon. I wouldn't just use yellow mustard. You could do, chicken broth. You could even do water. Anything to get this coming together, okay? Now we're gonna hit it with some swamp mix. This is my Cajun seasoning. This is gonna be to taste. If you don't have my swamp mix, use any other Cajun season. Then you take your best tool and you roll that all together, okay? I want to pack the flavors in here because this is not the Boudin that I made. So therefore, and it's a very mild Boudin. All right. Now, this right here goes into the freezer, just like this, for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So what are we going to do for 20 minutes? We're going to drink some coffee. Okay, y'all. Got about 5 minutes left to go. We're going to go ahead and get our flour mixture done, because that's what we're going to have to roll the Boudin balls in. Now, this is just seasoned flour, okay? I season myself. So I would say per every cup of self-rising, seasoned with some Cajun seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, white pepper, salt, seasoned to taste, a little bit of parsley, but I mix mine up by the jugs. So that's all we're going to do. So if you don't have any seasoned, which you may not, that's all it is. It's self-rising flour and your own seasoning to your taste, because it's not going to change this provided that you make it correctly as far as the consistency. So let's start off with about a cup of self-rising flour. Okay, let's pretend that there's no seasoning mixed in yet. Okay, here's my bowl. This is a 1/2 cup measure. So I'm gonna put 2 of these in here. Perfect. Okay, so if this was your 1 cup of self-rising, I would add about a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of white pepper, teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of onion powder, some Cajun seasoning, you know, just equal parts. So that's all it is. Okay, what I did is I measured 1 cup of water. This is a cup of flour, seasoned flour. I know about the consistency that I'm looking for, so I figured it'd be easier if I measure the water out, and then we'll know how much water it takes to this 1 cup. Let me start there. That's about a 1/2 cup. Oh, yeah. Now, see, mine is dark because, like I said, I've even got paprika in that. Let's see. It's probably going to take the full cup. I normally just set this underneath the faucet because I know about how much it takes. Oh, yeah. We are there. That's it. So, 3/4 of a cup of water. Perfect. All right, we're going to set this to the side. Okay. They are out of the freezer 20 minutes. And this is where you can make them as large as you want. Mine are about the size of a golf ball. Okay? And that's all I'm doing is I'm getting all of these into balls. All right, I'm going to show you how I do it. I take the amount pretty sure that I'm going to need, and then I just start mashing it together, and then I take and I twist it in my hand. I mean, whatever, you know, works for y'all, but I just found that this works for me because as I'm pressing in, I'm also pressing down, okay? You really want them packed. See? Just like that. And like I said, this was just 2 small Boudin links. I didn't need a lot. So this will be plenty for Buddy and I. It's going to be a small one. You see, as I pull in, I'm pushing. There we go. Perfect size. All right, we got to get these in the freezer. 5 to 10 minutes, that gives me time to clean up. Hey, I let them sit about 7 minutes. It's just to get them cold, not actually to freeze. Remember, we made this. That was a cup of seasoned self-rising flour and 3/4 cup water. You want it kind of like a pancake batter. And then here is some of that seasoned flour. And you don't really need to flour it a lot, but just to get it dusted, okay? Now, this is where it can get messy. I like to use my hands, but I offered the fork. And then I'm just gonna pick it up and let it drip off. Can you see? And I'm gonna place this back on this plate because this is gonna actually go back into the freezer for 20 to 25 minutes, okay? All right, it's time to put them in the freezer. A good 20, 25 minutes. We wanna be able to touch this and not pull back the wet. So about 20, 25 minutes. Using a thermometer, I got to 355 because when I put that cold, kind of blanched, frozen Boudin balls in here, it's gonna drop the temperature, okay? Here we go. I was able to get them all in here without overcrowding the oil. Now this is peanut oil. Look, y'all. While we wait, I mixed up a little remoulade. Now what I did was equal parts of mayonnaise and sriracha ketchup. You can just use ketchup. But I was gifted some sriracha ketchup that is out of this world. So it was equal parts. I might have did for this about a quarter of a cup of mayo, quarter of a cup of sriracha ketchup or ketchup. I did a teaspoon of horseradish, some garlic powder, white pepper, a little salt, and I put probably about a teaspoon of that Cajun spicy mustard. Whipped it up. I did leave the relish out. You know, remoulade's made with like a sweet relish. I left it out. And there you have it. And that's what we're going to dip our Boudin balls in. This is not an appetizer, guys. This is supper. It is. Now, like I said at the beginning, there is different ways you can do this. You could just roll them in your seasoned flour. Okay, give them a dust. You could roll them in to an egg, beaten egg with a little bit of water, and then put them into panko breadcrumbs and immediately fry. I like doing it like this because it gives it, it's not so much of a hush puppy, because that's what the other would do. It kind of gives you a crumbled coating, which is still good. But by doing it like this, I'm allowing myself to stop when I rolled it into that masa and freeze them. Then I can set them after they have frozen for 6 to 8 hours, set them in a freezer bag, and I can pull them out and fry them at any given time. And like I said, you can do your Italian sausage like this. You don't even have to put rice in it, just as long as it's cooked. Now, if it's raw, you know, you'll have to fry that a little bit longer. But you could actually just take crumbled Italian sausage, put some rice in it, a little bit extra seasoning, and then continue to this step. And it would be great with a marinara sauce. Oh my, that would be delicious. And then you can just put them in the freezer, and then when you're ready for an Italian fried ball, here you go. There's just no way to say it except just say it. There you have it. Beautiful, crispy Boudin balls and a remoulade. I'm going to cut into one, and it's hot, but I want y'all to listen. Okay, ready? Whew, that is hot. You hear that crisp? Wow. Y'all know I can't taste test this hot. But I wanted to show you the inside. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And you see that crust? You just, it just coats it. You're not just like, I don't know. I don't like a heavy batter, y'all. And I don't like a fish fry coating on my Boudin balls, you know, where it's like cornmeal coming off. But it's still good, yeah. But this is the way to go. Whew. Got me a little remoulade. Y'all, I got my water though. I guess I could have waited, huh? But I got to get this video done. Even if it's 3rd-degree burns, we got to get this video. Yeah. Here we go. Y'all, it doesn't take away from the Boudin when you do it like this. Got a little bit of bite. Like I said, y'all got to control your seasoning, you know, to your palate. But of course, this remoulade with the sriracha ketchup that Miss CG, Country Girl, sent me. I'm loving the sriracha ketchup. Y'all, you got to make you some Boudin balls. And if you can't get the Boudin, like I said, use some sausage that you like. Cook you some rice, put it in there. And you're off to the races. This is so good. One more bite. I wonder if I can put the whole thing. I'm going to burn myself. We're going to do it though. Too big of a bite. All right, y'all. I got to go serve Buddy. He's out in the sugar shack, putting the other end wall. And then it's time for Lippy and the spray gun. We didn't get it done this weekend. It took longer than what we thought. All right, guys. Till next time, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. Mr. Allen, this is for you. Bye, y'all. I got to go.